All right. We're back. We are back, and hopefully we got it working this time. Let's hope. Did I do dual mode in... Oh, did I do dual mode in the... Oh, I may not have done it in the... Let's see if it worked anyway. Yeah, I think it's working. Let's turn off... Yeah, cool. It's working. You know what? I don't think I set it up in the studio, which is interesting. Cool. It shows up twice in the It's kind of weird. It shows up twice in the studio. All right, so I'm not used to that. Yes, I did get it. Thank you, Rob. Thanks to your fine help. It was exactly where you said it would. In the red bar, click the icon, and then it says mobile or computer or both, and I got it to work. The interesting thing, Rob, is I think I may have forgotten to turn on the toggle. Maybe it remembered it, but I forgot to turn on the toggle when I was setting up the scheduled guy. But you don't actually have to schedule something in the studio. You can schedule it right from Ecamm. You can schedule sessions. I can't do it while I'm live, but you can schedule sessions right from Ecamm, and it'll set it up. And that's kind of what you're doing in that panel when you have me go to Ecamm and then create new broadcasts. That's the scheduler, and yeah, it works. It's also accessible from this little blue button down here when you're not live streaming yet. So cool. So now I just need to, okay, let me go into the mobile version on my phone and see how that's looking. Now, let me turn off, what did we call this thing? Live demo mode, because that completely obliterates everything you're trying to do on your scenes. It just completely takes over your entire world. And this chat from the live stream. And you, okay, great. You got, yeah, I can see both of your chats. One from the Shorts Live and one from the widescreen. Very cool. This is a neat thing. So I just got to set up my scenes, one for each. So like I started to set up, I have a scene set up for Keynote to show presentations like I was doing the other night. And I just need to kind of set it up. So, but I was using, you probably don't use this very much, Rob, but I also have a Stream Deck button for the live demo mode. But I use the source button a lot to decide where I want the most underlying pane in your overlays, like what the bottom one is. And I usually have the source set to camera, but I'm going to stop doing that. So like if we look at the Me main that I just set up a minute ago, I set the source then to be blank, and I need to start using blank as my source on everything. So let's just set up the Keynote one from scratch, because when I had the camera, it just makes a full screen. I'm going to say source is blank. It's got the background picture because that's going to be across the show and background button, which is down here, applies to all of your scenes. I've got my guy here, and all I need to do is drag my camera up into here, resize it nicely. There we go. Let's do that. Let's bring the wrong button. Yeah, so now I'm going to have to do that with my little guy over there. And then, what did I say this was? This was Keynote, right. So this is me presenting in Keynote. And if I look at my Keynote screen over there, this is my trick. I point at it so then I can look back at my camera and see where my face looks. I always like to be looking at the item. I don't want to be looking over here at this computer, which I never use during a stream. That's the camera. That's the computer screen that I would be looking at if I was presenting this. So it looks like on screen I'm looking at the item. If it was making me look the other way around, then I'd throw this over there and this over there. But we're not doing that. So this is good. I could live with this. That's pretty good. Let's see how my Chrome share screen scene looks. It's usually shaped something like that. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do anything with the mobile version, dummy. Let's go back to Keynote. All right, so let's right-click on this, and we're going to say duplicate to vertical canvas, and that puts me over there. And I'm going to make it be circle. Let's do that. Why not? Shape is going to be a circle. I'm going to make myself small. And don't forget you have to look that way. No, that way. So we want to put me over here. And then I will right click on this, duplicate the vertical canvas, and make it the right size. Man, some of these grab handles are hard to grab onto sometimes. You're supposed to use the touchpad scroll wheel thing, but I don't really use that very much, but maybe I need to. So that's a pretty decent thing. Let's see what the text placeholder looks like. Add a placeholder to both. All right, cool. We'll just take this one and make it look groovy big so we can see that. Yeah, this is not going to be huge on mobile, but you know, it really wouldn't be. See what you guys are saying in the chat over here. Okay. You know what's funny is I'm seeing the comments from my previous live stream and this one all together. Hi, Rob. Back. Everybody's back. Do you know about the Dirt Man? I don't know what that means. No, sir, I don't. The picture in the shorts or zoomed in way too much? Yeah, I'm working on it, Mike. I think you wrote that before I was working it. Scott, are you able to see both chats from the shorts? Yes, I am. Shorts from laptop and computer and mobile all show up in the same screen, buddy. You don't have to type QQQ. I don't filter on that. Can you see chat in the shorts? Yes. Hey, Tyler. How you doing, buddy? How's Hannah? Miss Hannah feeling better? I hope you're doing good. Still thinking of your family. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, cool. So, oh, cool. That was nice. You went to see Mario. So that's a pretty good layout for the... Yeah, this is too big, but that's okay. Let's make this thing up here. That's a pretty decent layout for that. Let's go back to main, see how that looks. Click on one of these comments. Yep, I like that. That's looking nice. You see the same screen in both windows, says Mike. Okay, so here's the thing. Right now I'm sharing my entire desktop, so you're seeing my Ecamm setup, which means you're seeing both pens side by side, which is what I'm seeing during my setup, and it doesn't look exactly great for you. But let me turn that off. Now when I turn that off and I go from one scene to another, from this scene to this scene, it should look pretty decent for you guys. I haven't done any other scenes yet, but I'm going to turn back on live mode so you guys can see me working on my Ecamm, because that's really the point of this, is just the main point of that is just for me to let you guys see me trying to build my scenes one at a time. I know you love the QQQ. Mike, you're killing me. You're hilarious, buddy. I'm just glad you're out of the hospital, man. Cool. Now let's look at my Chrome scene now that we were talking about that. That is... It's getting a little laggy, guys. It's getting a little laggy. Oh my goodness. Let's delete that camera and put a new one in. So let's just drag that up there. Oh, it remembers that it's round. That's funny. Yeah, why not? Let's stick with round. Round is cool. So we'll put me there. We'll put that there. Let's see what a comment looks like. Very good. That's cool. I know you guys watching on mobile, it's not looking awesome yet, but it will in just a second. Duplicate to vertical canvas. Yes, do that. And then I think there's a button I can say resize to fill canvas. Oh, that's way too big. That's dumb. All right, let's... Not that we would be looking very awesome anyway in mobile. It's going to be so tiny to see a shared browser screen, but we might as well. Interesting message. I just got a message that streaming stopped because of an error occurred. What I like to resources. It's getting real laggy and real glitchy. I don't know, as I'm trying to do also. Let me turn off live demo mode there, and maybe that'll make it stop trying to share its entire computer to itself. I quit almost every app I have running except for Ecamm, Chrome, and Keynote. And Chrome doesn't have but one tab open, so I can't do much better than this on this machine. Let's do that. Let's duplicate this to the vertical canvas and make it small. Put me up there. Woo. Put that down there. That's cool. That's better, he said. Oh, wow, that's cool in the shorts. This is sweet. Emoji test compass. As Rob found out, the custom membership emojis do not come through correctly, but regular ones do. So that's why I can see this waving one, but I cannot see the custom ones that we made. Maybe they'll fix that someday. The custom emojis don't come through in Ecamm, but you do see them when you look at them in the chat in YouTube. So, all right, cool. That's pretty decent. It's not the greatest looking browser window. Let me just go to a website and just go to any news site here just so you can see what it would look like. Search and rescue efforts underway after a U.S. fighter jet downed in Iran. All right, so that's working okay. I'm cool with that. Let's go to, and that was the only other scene to work on. Let's take a look at what the pre-show looks like, my little pre-show guy. That essentially needs to be a copy. That's really just a copy of my Keynote. So let's just go back to Keynote, duplicate it. Hello, Logan. Welcome home.
Hello.
Hey, I want to show you something over here. Come here. I'm live streaming, by the way. If you don't mind being on the internet in your tank top, just getting home from work. This boy's a hard-working manager at Publix. But look, there's a new mode in my live streaming software that does dual mode. This one goes to people with laptops and TVs, and that's what it looks like on mobile. And you can set up different layouts for your mobile viewers as opposed to your laptop and TV viewers. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a nice mode.
Yeah.
I thought you'd get a kick out of that. How was work?
Good. Good.
Was produce productive? Thanks for visiting. You know everybody here loves you.
Yeah, they like me more than you.
They like you way better than me.
Start my own channel.
You should start a channel. That would be awesome. The shorts isn't lagging. The widescreen is. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I have a feeling that was due to resource on my computer because it's the oldest M1 Mac you can have. PowerBook. It's not a MacBook Pro, and a PowerBook. That really goes back. MacBook Pro M1 from 2021 or something like that. So one of these days we'll upgrade that, but that day is not today. So this is the pre-show with Keynote. Let's put that at the top because I've been doing pre-shows like about 10 minutes before I'm supposed to go live. I've been doing a little pre-show. So now let's turn that off. Let's turn that off. Let's go back to this and see. Yeah, okay, I like the way it looks in mobile. Let's take a look at the countdown. So here's why you couldn't hear me. I didn't think about it. Yeah, Rob, I pulled a Rob, right? No, the reason I was muted there is because I have that scene with my countdown set to mute my mic for that scene, so that when I go into countdown mode, you can't hear me talking in case I cough or anything like that. So hang on a second. Let me reply to somebody's separate text not related to this. Okay, so now that you can hear me again, now I'm going to go back and fix that countdown screen, which means you won't hear me again while I'm doing that. Yeah, I know you've been there, done that. I know you have, sir, but that's intentional. I have the 10-second countdown muted. So, pro tip for you guys, if you want, you can mute individual scenes and it remembers that. And we're back. Okay, so cool. That was a pretty good layout for the countdown. So basically, in the pre-show, I'll you know, in my, I think the thing that I was using was this screen saying "Welcome to the pre-show," and I don't know if I like the way that's laid out. I think I would like it better like this. Duplicate to vertical. Yeah, this is cooler. That's cooler for the pre-show. And then we do the countdown where you don't hear me talk. It'll look like this. All right. And then we hit the button that says stop sound to stop the music. Very cool. All right. So that's the pre-show, the countdown, the main, the keynote, Chrome. Let's see what happens on my super chat button. Rob, I don't know if you've ever seen my super chat button. Here's what it looks like. What? We got a super chat? Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Okay. So, very silly, I know. Let's put that on vertical canvas. I know those of you guys watching mobile saw nothing at all. That's how it goes. Too bad. And let's bring it down to this size. And you know what I need to do is I need to start making these things. There's a mode called Shape Custom. And that lets you freeform change the shape instead of being, you know, I like this freeform custom for these weird... what am I trying to say? For the vertical, the custom is a lot easier to manipulate because you can do all kinds of better stuff to it. There we go. And then let's duplicate this to the vertical canvas and put that there. So now, if we go to main and we hit the super chat button, let's see what it looks like. Oh, you know what though? Let's think about this for a second. If that's main, I guess the reason I put main like that is... Did you know the mute only mutes those for those watching? If you have a guest, you can still hear each other. I think I saw that once. I think I knew that. So yeah, okay, I've got my main set up like this because I've got a really big... I was wondering, why is my main so empty on top in the mobile version? But it's because I wanted to be able to show... like that. So you gotta up your game. That's a combination of an action in Ecamm and also the lights and stuff. The lights and stuff is actually a feature that's built into Stream Deck, and I threw that in. And then the music is something I did, and then in Ecamm I have it do a special layout and stuff. So we hit super chat now, and it goes. And let's do something similar for the new members have joined button. All right, let's duplicate this to vertical and duplicate this to vertical and make those look nice. Let's get that scrolled down and let's get this scroll down. And I'm going to make that a custom as well. I like the shape custom so that I can just do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. You like sound effects? Okay. And we will... Why can't I make that wider? Oh, because it's already as wide as it can get, I guess. You know what I should do is I should just copy... Let's take this one off. And go to Super Chat. Right-click. Copy. Go to New Member. Why can't I paste it? I can't copy that one? Copy. Come over here. No, I can't paste it. Okay, that's fine. I know what to do. Go to Super Chat and drag. Which one is it? This one? By the way, Rob, I'm using the Osmo Pocket 3 as my camera. I've got my Osmo Pocket 3 plugged in and set to webcam mode, and that's the camera we're using here. Congrats on your new Osmo. So what we'll do is in new member, duplicate. I like the emergency stop sound button on the Stream Deck too. That's been very useful. So we'll put that there. We will use this key. We will use... Don't you guys love watching someone else work? Is there anything more tedious than watching someone else work on the computer? It's the most boring thing in history, isn't it? Probably. All right, so if I go to Super Chat, it looks like that. Let's make this one kind of consistent. You know what we need to do? I lost my settings. Copy, go to this one, paste settings. My borders, I lost all my borders. Paste settings, paste settings, paste settings. Oh, the overlay was locked. That's why I couldn't copy and paste, because I forgot the overlay was locked on that channel. That's why you, yeah, that's why. All right, cool. So now we got my border on everything. So yeah, those both look good. The reason you don't hear the sound and see the lights is because I'm just hitting the overlay play button in Ecamm instead of using the Stream Deck, so it doesn't trigger everything else in the world. And what does it look like if I share my entire desktop? That's the only other scene. No, I have to do the end screen too. That looks fine. I'm not going to mess with that. That looks fine. Let's take a look at... See what we think. Okay, the pre-show. That looks good. The count... The main looks good. The keynote looks pretty good. The Chrome share looks okay. Pretty good. I will see if I like that. Oh, it's being laggy. I see it being laggy. I think it's freezing. Chrome share is one it doesn't like. That must be a... Chrome share must be a resource hog to be able to share your Chrome window. That's a resource hog. Super chat. Good. New member. Wait a minute. No, that's fine. I don't care about the off-centering. Stop the sounds. Go back to main. Let's take a look at end. I'm done, guys. Share the entire desktop works. It would look pretty small on the mobile, but that's okay. Cool. Hey, we're done. We did it. We did it. With Rob's help, I got there. And the rest of you telling me how it looked on everything. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I hope everybody has a really nice Good Friday and a happy Easter and a wonderful weekend. And what's coming up on the channel? Probably a new video on Monday and a live stream on Wednesday. And Rob's live stream on Tuesday afternoon at 1 o'clock Eastern. Be there or be square. And watch for everybody else's videos. I will see you next time I decide to go live or make a video. And don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Now I have to find my finish button like Rob did. It was like, how do I end this thing again? Here it is. Thanks, Mike. See you, buddy. Bye, Rob. Happy Easter. Bye, Mike and Mike and Mike.